H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live, and it is Tuesday. A great day yesterday, man. We got some stuff off people's chest yesterday, and I think we're gonna be better for it. I promise you, I think we're gonna get better for it. I done said about it, I done prayed about it. We're gonna be all right. Uh, but happy Tuesday to everybody. It's a great thing. On one of my screens in here, I got JL3 is a halftime right now. They're not looking too good right now, but hey, well, the players they have, they ought to be able to come back. And I know Kim Jackson was watching it. What's up, Matt? Matt, what's up? Matt, I got to get on you about Spun Divots. They pissed me off a couple of times. So we're gonna talk about Spun Divots in Atlanta, Matt. I want your input though, Matt. I want your input because if you convince me, I might change my mind. But let me look at my starting five. The starting five is my five people who sign up to the Chop Shop feed first. Okay, and it's integrated too. From they got it on the screen. They got Facebook and YouTube, and here I goes. Rod Wells, he's on Facebook. Gary Sinclair on Facebook. Todd Byerly on Facebook. Corey Willis on YouTube. Rick Wilmore on Facebook. And our sixth man of the day is the Silver Fox himself, Kevin Allen. Man, Kevin Allen, I wish I'd have known. I don't know if Jimmy go the internet down there. By the way, Jimmy is in at the Peach Jam. He touched down late last night. He's there right now. He's trying to find a good place. The internet in there, they say it's terrible, but boy, that live feed. So whatever Nike using down there for that stream, he need to hook up and get it in that stream because those games, shout out to the EYBL, man. Those games are streamed and they're free and they're available for every parent to watch their kids, the cousins, and everybody who didn't want to go down there. It ain't Women Rock Wednesday yet. It's Tuesday, I thought. What are you talking about, Kim? Kim? What's up, Paul Miranda? Let me do. What's up, Daryl Anderson? Ain't no telling where Daryl Anderson and his wife travels this world. Boy, I loved it. I love it, and I enjoy watching y'all enjoy your life, man. Because y'all making great use of y'all time. Hey, Madonna, Corey, what's up, Corey? Let me see. You need to quit, Alpha, yo. What's up, Vegas? Here I come. Corey, what's happening in Vegas? Oh, they having a live period in Vegas this weekend. What they call that tournament in Vegas? Oh, did y'all get some mess off y'all? I really didn't. I hope everybody else got some mess off their chest. I really didn't, because I knew those kind of things. Y'all got to understand, the old wise man knew those kind of things were going on. And you know how, my mama used to say, what's done in the dark would definitely come to the light. So it's nothing to be messy about. It's just wasn't really mess. It was just some covering is coming out off of people. That's all. You just it was Daryl and Daryl. It wasn't that wild. It was very. I went back and watched it. Daryl Barnes. It was very informative. Daryl, you probably got some people like that in your life. Karen Thomas, you might have some people like. If you didn't see the show yesterday, go back and watch it in your life. It can happen to the best of us. Candace Hawkins, what's up, Candace? I hope you watched the show yesterday. It might be some people in your life that you got around you that you, wow. Wait a minute. Somebody just should travel this world too much for them to know exactly. That's a picture I took. God, somebody just text me that's on the air. I'm going to tell you who it is. They know this particular spot. My son, when my son was in college, this way they took one of their trips. And this is a picture I took. I forgot the name of the street. I can't name all them streets, but this is a picture that I took when over there in Spain for I think 8, 9, 10 days or something like that. But this is a picture that I took. And I'm glad somebody realized it. Boy, that's why I tell y'all this boom boom room. Some well-traveled, smart people on this boom boom room. And that's why I hope hey, Daryl, I know that, Daryl. Let me say you something. We ain't gonna be too hard on those people yesterday. Just know those that labor among you. That's biblical. Like what Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go higher. But in the words of Chris Walker, when they go low, we go lower. But Chris Walker said he was coming on today. Y'all pray for him. His mom is not feeling that well. So pray for Chris Walker. He had come back in town today to check on his mom and give you her whole name. So when you're praying, really pray. It's serious when you call out the name, because you remember you just don't pray for anything. Her name is Kathy Jimmins. You remember when I never forget one of my pastors was preaching one time, was talking about the reason when Jesus came back and said, Lazarus, come forth. He called Lazarus by name. He preached to Lazarus, because if he'd just said everybody come forth, everybody would have got up out the grave. So he called Lazarus by his name. So let's pray for Chris Walker, man, and his wonderful mother. We all family here, man. And if one of us hurting, all of us hurting. But like I said, unique day yesterday. And I just want y'all to go back and just reflect on the people you have in your circle. I know some people just keep certain people in their circles, right? But I learned something. I always tell the people around me. One guy about a couple of years ago, they'll do it. See, I am one of the guys that get the less gossip. Tamika, people don't come to me talking about people, especially people around me. Because guess what I'm going to tell them? You can't talk about my dude, man. I'm going to tell him what you just said. I'm just letting you know that right now. So let's cut that out right now. Let's stop. This just happened a few months ago. I said, I'm not going to let you talk about him. And I'm going to let him know. See, I learned Jay-Z, y'all know I like Jay-Z. Y'all, two rappers I like, Jay-Z and Jeezy. I guess the two J's. But he said something. He was talking about, a friend of his was coming talking about, hey, man, this dude said this about you. This dude said this about you. This dude said this about you. And he said some key, and I want y'all to listen to this. He said, okay, but why was he so comfortable talking about me to you? I'm going to get me a drink of this, and I'm going to let y'all sip on that for a minute. Why was the dude talking about me, you my partner, supposed to be, why is he so comfortable talking about me around your ass, unless you are complicit? Y'all, we can't, if you really mess, because I know some of y'all, y'all just can't help it. And I don't know what Twitter was about, because I ain't see Twitter last night. But what I saw was, think about what I said, Anissa. Your girlfriend coming to you, okay? Swag Media Day going on. I'm going to put that on the screen, Kevin. Telling you what somebody else told you about you. What you should ask her, why were they so comfortable talking about me to you? I shut their ass down immediately. If it's my dude, hey, man, first of all. So somebody sent this to me. He said, gossip dies when it hits a wise person's ears. See, we got a lot of these guys on these group texts be talking about people, then they be talking about each other on their breaks. That's the problem. Think about what I said, Alpha Yo. Guys shouldn't be able to come talk to you about TJ Ford. You should shut his ass down immediately and tell TJ immediately. Shut him down. That's how you stop people with all of this mess. That's how you stop it. But if you constantly, hey, don't come to me telling me about don't come to me telling me about what somebody said about me. You know why I'm going to tell your ass? Why was he so comfortable talking to me to your ass? I'm just Alfio. I was just using you as a great example. Uh, but guess what? How many of us practice that? I know I practice it every day. Do me a favor, share the show right now. I haven't even did. I'm gonna share the show right now. Share the show right now because it's gonna get crazy today. It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy again. We got more. We got more. And I need y'all's help. That's why I need more of y'all on here. I need y'all help. I'm hitting another button. I need y'all help. I got a dilemma. Robert Hanna got a dilemma today. Hold up. I need y'all's help. Hold up. I'm sorry. I got a dilemma. Okay? I got a dilemma I want y'all to help me with. I'm kind of waiting on Chris Walker. Uh, I mean, but Rick, you said those are girly men. Rick, it was a whole bunch of girly men then. Rick, and I'm not, trying to talk about nobody. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you how you stop it, Rick. I can't stop them from being a girl, Rick. You can't control them. The only thing you can control is how you react to them. Let me read that because I know ain't nobody gonna get. Y'all gonna forget about that. Rick, wise man told me a long time ago, man, I can't control what she do. He said, only thing I can do is control how I react to what she do. Y'all, I want y'all to help me before Chris Walker get in. And how and I want to now I want to ask a question for y'all. And hear me on this one. I am not, see how I'm controlling how yesterday I was thinking a little bit different, but boy, what a different a night. You know how they said, you might have sorrow at night, but joy come in the morning. Joy came to me this morning. So I got a dilemma. One of the people, I don't want to call their names because I don't want to give them no credence, but I know they're watching the show. That's why I want y'all to share the show so I can make sure. So I'm not going further until y'all share the show. I need to hit some shares right quick. I can sit back. Let me drink some. I just need your help. Share the show. Share. I need this guy to be. I need these whoever these people are. I need them to. I need these people to be listening, and I really need them to, because he said something last night. Okay, he said something last night. JL3 down by 25 to Bradley Beal. Who Bradley Beal got on their team? Who did Bradley Beal got on their team? I want to know how. Somebody let me know who Bradley Beal got on. I'm trying to find it for y'all because I was tossing back and forth. But here they go again. They messed around and added me. I'm not going to say, listen. It's okay. I got this. Don't feel sorry for me. I told you to watch that movie, Edge. Great movie. Man said, the man told Charles, the main character, Mr. Morris in the movie, who's his billionaire, Anthony Hopkins. He told me, man, I feel sorry for you, man. You don't know if people like you for your money or whatever. He said, man, don't ever feel sorry for no man who got his own plane. Don't ever. So, but I saw this. The guy said, another great weekend of grassroots. Okay? And y'all help me with this. I need your help. Doug, hey, y'all, we're going to elevate this conversation. Okay? I need your help. It's not kidding. Especially the women. I want you to discern through this. Another great weekend of grassroots hoops. All of the H-Town teams rep well. The kids we all know about, and the kids that don't get much respect. How are you an evaluator if you don't shine the light on those kids some call sleepers? I'm dropping names, and he added me. First of all, clown, I'm not an evaluator, but you might not have been talking about me. And you know, so in case you were, I'm not an evaluator. Okay, I care about your son going to college and get an education and go. I give a fat rat's ass about what you and your son playing basketball. Okay, all right, and there it is. Not an evaluator. Okay, but you might not have been talking about me as an evaluator. You were just saying how you was just using in general. But that's what happens when you use an assumed name. Dude, if you got a valid point, let's talk about it. Why? That's why I'm not going to say your name. Y'all don't call this fucking name. Don't you call this damn website out on this Facebook feed again. Let's do that right now. Don't say his damn name on it. I'm going to erase your comment off the screen. All right? Got to quit getting these damn clowns so much unless you feel the way this guy. And then I'm watching the certain people who liking what these clowns are saying. I'm watching. But think about this. Then he added me. And hold up, y'all. I don't mind. It ain't my job. Mr. What his name, whoever he is, ain't my job. If all these live periods and all this, and these kids ain't noticed, and Baller TV and all this, the hell you need to be talking about these whoever are controlling these kids and not the evaluators. Because they has been seen by somebody. Not by me, because I ain't no damn evaluator. But like I said, just in case, young man or woman, whoever this is, because you're hiding behind a shield, you don't have to. Why? Why you can't say this with your own? Why can't you say this with your own chest? That's why. But you talked about some kids and named some kids, and I'm not. And I started to just say, check this out, y'all. I'm not going to even talk about the kids he talked about because he's a clown. He could have emailed us. He watched this damn show at chopshophtx@gmail.com. But he added me and tagged me in it. And I hope I can bring you from out behind that avatar. Email me your number. Let me know who you are. Take this bullshit ass page off because I don't want to hurt these kids. But a smart man told me, Robert, I talked to a college coach. I went through this stuff with this guy last night. 2 or 3 college coaches went through this information. Do you know? Hold on. Let me go. Let me go. He went on. He gave me a thread. Read the thread. You know how to read down here. That kind of shit. Check this out. First out the gate. What's up, Mars? He mentioned a guy named, I can't pronounce this, but his last name is Moniki. Madubin Bam Maniki. Put it like this. They say he's Gabe Maniki's son. Kid has totally changed his game. He has matured, extremely athletic, and has become more of a team player. Okay. I can't. I don't know this kid. I've never seen this kid. I've never evaluated this kid. But the guy added me. But The kids are more important than my disdain. I'm finna show y'all something. To you people who, when y'all mad at adults, y'all blame the kids. Robert Haddock gonna still talk about these kids this guy put on this thing. I hope he just come from behind the mask. You're behind a mask now. You probably don't even wear a mask for COVID. Then he mentioned another kid named Jason Clark, the 6'7", 225, 20-pound rock of a human. He's an absolute sniper, mouth of the South. John Urie, speak on them. So he on John Urie team. Kid went all around the country, played basketball. Coaches all over the country seen, but he adding me. Paul Miranda, I can't keep going over who the gang. Maneki. Look on it. Oh, okay. Let me put it on the feed. Okay, I see it, Paul. I see. I'm gonna put it on there. That's the guy's name right there. That's the guy's name. Okay. He said JL3 making a run. Thank you. Y'all. I'm just trying. Listen. The man is on a team with John Urie, who talked to everybody in the country. And this dude tweeting me and talking about he hadn't been evaluated. Parents, I know some of these dudes has hurt y'all in the past. This guy that's on these guys is on these fake. This basketball community has hurt these guys. All the baddies who got hurt by the basketball community, these are the guys that's probably in this. They probably in a group chat right here. Homeboy, this community wasn't favorable to me and my son. But yet, I'm on a show trying to help yours. I need to repeat that. This community wasn't favorable to my son. But guess what? I didn't depend on the community to take care of something that so precious God gave me. And you think I'm finna worry about whether somebody rank him or not? Thank you, Karen. Wasn't favorable to hers. And she's still giving back to this community. She didn't get behind a avatar on a Twitter and talk about other people and at other people. I hope he watching. Yeah, he watching. He watching. Dude, I'm just trying to take you. You don't have to do this. You got me. I'll help you. But if you keep on adding me this, and hold up, you might have didn't mean it that way. I say it. That's just the way I'm taking it. But I ain't gonna help them. I ain't gonna hurt them kids. I know you've been hurt. You sound like a scorned. They said nothing worse than a woman scorned. You sound like you're scorned. I know you're watching this show. But when is it going to end? When is it going to end? I told you the story. Fake account guy. I told you the story. I'm sitting in the stands. 4 older gentlemen that follows all the basketball got Jimmy's magazine coming talking about he don't look like much to me. He ain't this. Talking about my son, and I'm sitting 2, 3 feet from him. Mr. Fake News, man. He ain't this. He don't look like much. They're talking about it. 35 points later, I went over there and said, hey, that little guy y'all was talking about, damn, he's pretty good. Yeah, I ain't know he was that good. I mean, we were sitting over here. I said, I heard y'all. I'm his dad. I could have had him for a nickel. This happens, y'all. If your son played basketball, they going to either talk about him or he's not. They're going to either talk. They're not going to talk about You love it when they cheering for his ass. Like I know one parent got on there talking, these guys want to interview my son. Now he in JUCO, they don't want to. Duh. In the NBA, don't y'all know they don't talk about but a certain few people all the time? Those are guys that get all the endorsements. The other 90% don't. Spencer, I'm Spencer. The reason I can talk about a subject like this, Spencer Riley, is because I've been there, daddies. The hell I look like going. I didn't want to set up the damn Twitter account I got. All them damn passwords take me all them damn steps. I don't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. Thank God I got a daughter. And I'm going to go and do another one? See, y'all watching Kevin Durant and them and all of them do that burner account stuff. Man, don't follow them. Brian Colangelo, don't follow them. No, I'm just communicating life with you. Come from behind that mask. Because guess what? I'm going to talk about them kids. Let me go. He went on. He said, RL9 has played well past 2 weeks on the ride circuit. But to me, watch this, y'all. But to me, Chandler Collins Johnson and Big Hector Abiku, I'm sorry, Hector, are the sprockets in the gearbox. Okay? Coos Elite have a couple of kids that are coming down on their own and do not get no pub. He did not give me no, check this out, y'all. He did not give me no stats. He didn't run, Robert Hatter, here's some information. But I'm going to talk about these kids. I'm not going to let this clown stop me from talking about these kids are innocent in this thing. Yes, it could be a hurt woman too. Yeah, it could be a hurt woman. It could be. But I doubt it on this particular. I just don't. Hold up. Marshall fighting in the game? Hold up, y'all. See, I had to click back on. Y'all got me looking at all this stuff. But this is important. Chris Marshall fighting, y'all say? What court they on? Somebody, Kim, what court is JL3 on? Somebody give it to me right. Oh, that's right. Y'all on a 10-second delay. And I'm going to get back to this. Coach, I'm going to get back to this. I want to get back to this. I hope we learned something from this. Parents, this basketball, he fight. Okay. What court are they on? Court 3. Thank you, baby. Thank you. It saved me a lot of time. All right. Okay. I'm back. Thank you, Dale. Sonya, you know what? Let me tell y'all something. Y'all can say what y'all want to. That Kim, that Sonya, and that Dale, oh my goodness. They the greatest. That men, all of them. Them women in the shop, Karen, they the greatest. So I'm back. Hold up. Okay, Herb said, my son once told his mom that she needs to be quiet and let me handle basketball stuff because she's just a talkative AAU parent that doesn't have a clue. But parents, I don't know. King Sticks, I don't care if they are a real person or not. Okay? I don't care. I just want them. When you add my name, I'm going to address it. I built too much time to build my name up. That's the only thing. Listen, your character is the only thing you can take from this realm to the next. You got to leave everything else. You got to leave your money, your houses, your cars. You got to leave all of that. But your character, the way people talk about you, the way you're going to take that. That goes on through eternity. So I'm just saying, I don't mind. So hold on, let me talk about some more kids. I want to get my kids out of here. He talked about some kids. Daniel Sanchez. I don't know Daniel. I'm not an evaluator, Mr. Whoever you are. Daniel is extremely productive and solid small forward. The kid Bryson Yarbrough has come a long way. He is what every coach wants. Glue, great defender. And if he gets it going down the stretch, you better watch out. Continue reading here. Houston Hoops has surprisingly punched their ticket for the Peach Jam with a four. Then he got to talk about, homeboy, 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 hold on, homeboy. I love the information, but give me some stats. Give me something. Give me something. We in an analytical world, Mr. Man. Robert Hatter can't go and say, I don't know what's your problem, but we got a guy that if I mention one of these names too, he know who, named Jimmy Hicks, he know who every last guy. I don't have a clue of who none of these guys is. But you added me. But I hope you added me because you knew I would share these guys' information, but you haven't told me what they done. Come on, y'all. Let's do. You remember, and since I know you watched the show, you remember a few months ago, I said, let's start elevating the conversation. Chop Shop HTX at Gmail, you should have detailed everything these guys did. If you'd have detailed everything these guys did, then I would have had something to talk. Now I'm just, you said, guess what you said? Maybe your ass maybe you need to get you a scout service. Then, hold up. Let me show you what you said. Hold up, y'all. See, I don't want him to think, hold up. I don't want him to think I messed up. Hold up. See, I got to go back and find this mess. See, I didn't put it in my notes because I didn't want this mess in my notes. Ain't but blessed stuff in my notes. He said, hold up. Wait a minute. He said this guy has changed his game and he's matured. How in the hell we know that? Show me the metric that said he did all this. Then he said, but to me, RL9 has played well the last 2 weeks on the Rise circuit, but to me, wasn't some people at the Rise circuit, wasn't some coaches at the Rise circuits. I'm just asking y'all. Wasn't some coaches at the Rise circuit? Didn't they see these same kids you talking about? Have you emailed them? Hold up. Have you added those coaches that were at that game and told them what you told me, what you added me and said? You scared of them, huh? Scared of them. See, this is what I'm telling y'all. It's how they, dude, we can't, how can I fight how they see us when I'm looking at how we see us? We see each other. Houston Hoops kicking butt on what I can switch over on what court they are. Curb said the crazy thing that all of this is not one of their kids. And see, dude, I understand you don't have an offer. I understand you feel these people have wronged you. Let me tell you something. Listen to me, Mr. Hide Behind the Avatar. I know these people in this community, it's grassroots, ain't worth 4 dead flies. That's why I didn't use them. I've been telling y'all ass for 5 years, but y'all don't listen. If you don't like what somebody else doing, where your damn scouting service at? I'm asking for a friend. Since you so in depth, I'm listening to your language. Or did you want to have a scouting service? You don't have no relationship with a coach. So do me a favor. All you got to do is text Jimmy. Jimmy will show you how. Doug Jones. Look what Doug did. Doug said, okay, I like this stuff. I want to be around this stuff. Now he is one of the most powerful, then passed all you guys up. I know, you're mad at Doug too, probably, but he's so cool, you ain't gonna sit under Doug. But guess what? He went and sat down and talked to Jimmy. That's why Doug is one of the powerful guys in the grassroots community. Because he wasn't shy. He said, man, Jimmy, I want to do this thing. Humble himself. This is not a humbling experience. Adding me, the guy who been advocating for your kid. I don't know all of them. You have to send me the information. But I don't need you add me on Twitter because you confuse me. Listen to me. I'm telling you right now. I don't want you confusing me with the rest of these people in summer grassroots basketball because I'm not a part. That's really, I'm just trying to educate, just in case you didn't know. I know I've said it a million times on the show. That's those guys' deal. I don't do no tournaments. I don't benefit from no tournament. I don't do none of that. I happen to be blessed to have relationship with college coaches just because of what I've done over the last 30 years, and I've met a lot of these guys. And if your son was that good, if good enough, then I'm going to see him. They're going to talk about it. Doug Jones talked about Ken Lofton a long time ago. Terrence Arsenault a long time ago. He told me about a football player that was great. That played basketball great too. Use your energy. That's all I'm trying to say. We need everybody in this community. I told you, we need some more Gary Carters. Instead of antagonizing and cussing everybody out on Twitter every night, calling people out of their name and calling people fat and calling people this and come on, man. Y'all gotta understand. I just love my people so much. I told y'all, I'm not pro-black, I'm proud black. And I just see us just do me a favor. Just get out the way. I read your tweets today because I care about those kids. But thank you, Rod Wells. But man, we just gotta do better. All right, that's all. I'm just doing a little house cleaning. I know you're watching. We can't, listen to me. If you're mad at the basketball community, why don't you do something to change it? Not by antagonizing the guy who can help your ass change it. It's like somebody broke in your house and you come and cussing the police out. He ain't gonna want to help you. Thank you, I just don't, y'all, I see this. I try to do this stuff, man. I try to do this thing the right way. I talking to a parent last night. Great conversation with a parent last night. And I mean, what I tell you was a great conversation. And he said, man, the reason I call you because I can feel you coming through that screen. And I knew you would help me. Listen to me, y'all. We was just talking for about 30, 40 minutes. And guess what happened? Then I realized his son might have a chance to be a pro. We talking for 30 to 40 minutes, y'all. And I didn't even know who his son was. But he watched this chop shop and he needed help. And I was sitting there giving him help. And 30 minutes later, Sensei, this man got a guy that could probably be one of my clients one day. And I hope everybody understand that, man. I hope you, dude. I told a person along that I don't mind you using me. That man know I had information he could use. I don't mind you using me. Just don't misuse me. I'm gonna put it where the goats can get. We use Neiman Marcus to ship those nice clothes in sacks to Houston for us to go look at and buy. We use them. Okay. We misuse them if we go to the store and steal the stuff. We go and buy it, it's all right. But we misuse the situation if we go and steal it. Doug says, evaluator coaches come to us looking for specific positions. I know. Doug, let me put that on the screen just in case the guy's on one of the feeds and not. Because I really want him to hear, because I feel his hurt, man. I feel your hurt, young man. I'm not chastising you. I feel your hurt because I was a parent who they were talking about my son behind my back. One dude in this basketball community, and I still speak to him and will help him if he needed help. My son wanted to go. What's up, Nelson Brand? My son wanted to play on the EYBL. I told this story, but y'all, Mike, we got Snoopy. He wanted, but guess what? I said, Dad. I said, man, you already got a team over here. We got the franchise. He said, Dad, I want to play for them. This is how he was thinking, y'all. He young. Because I want them EYBL sneakers. He said, Dad, the only way you can get them, you got to play on the EYBL. Rick Wilmore, Clarence Harris. I'm sitting here saying, okay. I said, I got to make it happen. So I got this guy to call this guy. One guy said, hey, he ain't good enough to play on my team. My team that lost so bad, they put him out the EYBL. Then, I asked one of the most unlikeliest characters. And he said, Robert, do me a favor. Bring him to our practice. I said, okay. Shit. I'm in. What my mad parent? I could have got mad, guy in my position, and checked that guy and all the rest. My son wanted to play on the E. You know how we are. We want to make it happen. But what I love about my son, guess what he said? Dad, I know I got to earn it. Just get me into one of them practices. And let me tell y'all something. Classic practice. He got in that practice, and I never forget it, at St. Thomas High School over there. And guess what? By the end of practice, they told him, man, you going to the EYBL with us. A lot of parents was mad now. But some parents thought they was up next. A lot of parents, I love them. I still consider them my friend. They was hot. Because it seemed like they were skipped over. But that particular day, he tore everybody's ass up. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. The kid went and earned it. Daddy, he said, Daddy, you can give me every other shoe, but I got to earn this. I got to play on the EYBL. I didn't go mad. I didn't go get a dummy account, Mr. Man, and go get mad at everybody. Herb know the story. He had a Nike cap package right there, a big old box. I said, but he can't, dude, he was prepared. Y'all, we can't, listen, we can't sugarcoat this thing. I know y'all Chris Walker is harsh. But Chris Walker was the kind of guys that made my son say, oh, okay. He's saying good. Bring his guys against me. Man, let me tell you something. If I can get one thing in these parents, we can't fight these battles for our kids. We can't. You got to let Little Johnny going, because this basketball might not be for him. Guess what I did last night? I didn't even do the first time. I fell asleep now. I fell asleep. But I didn't know I can summon Space Jam from in the bed. I got HBO Max. I didn't know. I had to find out. I promise y'all I didn't know till last night. Got all this stuff and don't even know. And I clicked it on. And it's the story of a dad who wanted his son to play basketball. Son liked basketball, but he loved doing something else, using his mind. He wanted to build video games. Older son liked basketball, but the younger son didn't want, he liked this. And dad, you got to be, and the mama said, he don't need you to be no coach. He don't need you to be no trainer. He needs you to be a dad. One of the greatest dynamics in me and my son's relationship when I figured that out. Clyde Smith told me a long time, told me I never forget it. He said, man, don't you let, you arguing and fussing with your son, don't you let these people damage your relationship with your son, because they're going to go on with their damn life. So I explained to my son, I wear several hats in your life. Daddies, this idea, I wish I had an idea thing to pop up. I wear several hats. Hats, like Jimmy wear hats in your life. Sometimes I'm your trainer because you want me to train you. Sometimes I'm your workout guy because you want me. I take you to other workout places, but you don't want to go to them. You want me there. My son was weird. I take him to everybody. John Lucas, everybody. He said, Dad, they got too many people. I just want you. Okay. But I'm harder on him than all of them. So I said, I wear this hat as a trainer. I wear this hat as a workout guy. I said, but the most important hat I wear in your life is your dad. That's the most important hat that I wear. I don't care nothing about the rest of them hats. The dynamics. Because he used to hate when I used to holler. He said, Dad, anybody else can holler at me. But it hurt when you say it. He tell me this day, because I used to say, get his ass out of there. He said that hurt him. So I learned to say, get number 5 out of there. Get number 15 out of there. I call the number, not the kid. Dude, I'm talking to the number, not to the son. That when we leave here and go get in this car, first thing you're going to say is, I'm hungry and I'm going to take you to eat. Parents, I hope y'all learning this stuff, man. I listen, I hope, I see some of this PGW stuff. I see the fighting in the gyms. I see on Twitter, some of our parents on Twitter going back and forth. But guess what? When I come back from this break, I got my main man. I got my main man is in the building. He's in the background. My other main man. Jimmy, internet won't work. But guess what? Chris Walker realized that I was talking too dang much. He said, man, let me come in and help. So when we come back from the break, I'm going to bring Chris Walker on. But thank y'all, man. Share the show because it's been get crazy because I got some topics to talk to him about. But I hope you got something from that. That came straight from my heart, y'all. And you and even the guy who's behind the fake pages, man, I hope you got something out of that too. But Chop Shop, we'll be back in just a minute.
The Cox Pradia Law Firm. Big city, big town, big settlement. Your fight is our fight. Need legal advice? You know who to call. Personal injury, wrongful death, car accidents, premise liability, serious injuries. 1-800-HURT-NOW.
minutes of your day. Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks. But today, I got that dude in the building. There he is. Chris Walker is in the building.
What up, brother?
What's happening,
What's going
baby?
on?
Look at you.
What up?
What you got? You got a little
Chilling, man.
ambiance
Chilling.
behind you
What's
and
the
a cheap internet behind you, but it's all right.
I tried to get something, man. I had to get a quiet spot, but this is not so quiet. But at least I'm by myself, so
No,
I
it's
can talk.
okay. It's just since I've been in this business, since you done got me in this business, I'm using words like latency now. Your latency is a little late. It's got to catch up. It'll catch up during the show, and that's
You on that thesaurus. When I first started coaching, everybody laughs. When I first started coaching, right, and I was trying to impress people when I went into home visits. So what I did was every time I get on a plane, I would take a thesaurus with me. And I would just learn words and learn how to say different words. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good thing.
Every single time, instead of saying cloudy, say nebulous. Like
Yeah.
I was like, trying to find ways to not necessarily trick people up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But instead of saying, hey, I want to, make you understand what I'm trying to say, or elocute my point. So
Right.
my thing
Right.
is, it's just, trying to. When people start saying, "Oh, there you go, talking like the TOC," then you have to tone it back down because you can't talk like that at the barbershop.
No.
They jump on me for that.
Yeah.
My mom even jumped on me for that. She
Who
said,
do?
I don't know why you wrote a book. My mom said, I got to get a dictionary to read all the words. I said, well, guess what? That means you're learning. I said, you want to make a muscle, you need resistance.
Yes.
That's just resistance to your brain. That's all it is.
Chris.
Ain't nothing wrong with learning nothing new.
Chris, and
Learn
I
something
think
new.
it's a great thing, Chris. I'm on this quest for learning like I've never been before. So I just love Chris. I'm learning how to use software. I would have never thought. I'm learning how to use lighting to make sure that the show is going. Chris, I'm just learning so many things. Like I said, I thank you again. I thank you again for putting us in a position where we can grow this thing. I told you when you came back and got it, I said when you left us, they said what that man said. You left us like a little baby. You left a baby on the porch step. We was a little ugly duckett. We left a baby on and we turned into a beautiful swan. So it's
no doubt about that.
It's a unique thing. But Chris, what I was talking about, Chris, earlier. And Chris, I know some of these.
Yeah, what were you talking about? I heard you talk about the PGWs. What the heck happened?
Nothing bad. We got some people out here with fake. We got people out here with fake accounts, Chris. Fake
burner accounts.
Yeah, burner. Okay, thank you. Burner accounts. Y'all see burner accounts that's talking about and adding me and Jimmy in the chop shop when if they knew me, all they got to do is email me their number and I call and talk to them. But it sounds like a dad who's been hurt by this basketball community. Somebody been hurt by this basketball community. I was hurt by this basketball community, Chris, but I wouldn't choose to go and do it like that. I choose to be on a platform like this and make a change. And something Jay Jackson just made my day. Because Jay Jackson said, Hatter, you're really helping me today. I hate I just got on. Thanks. Jay, I know. Jay, I love my kids more than anything in the world, Jay. But Jay, in this quest for my son, I wanted him to be, I had a pact with Lil Robert that was different from everybody else. My son used to be a great football player. That little skinny dude, could nobody catch it. Flag football, he was a legend. He got the football. Then when he got to junior, he started liking basketball. And he ran into this monster named Rasheed Suleiman and J. Michael Reese. We went to, listen, my son didn't play basketball because I didn't want him to play, Jonathan. And Jay, because I didn't want to afflict because I don't know how to teach, but my way. I'm not cool like Chris Wall. Y'all see my temperament? That's how I teach. My son, I told him, he said, Dad, I want to learn how to play basketball now, because he went to a basketball tryout and he ran into the Jaguars and ran into Rasheed Suleiman, one of the best players in the country, J. Michael Reese, one of the best players in the country. I put him in that environment. And they were stealing his ball. They said, you good? They knew of his prowess on the football field. Because they would say, you great in football, but this hour's out here. Talking mess to him. He came home, Chris, tears in his eye. He said, Dad, I want you to teach me how to play basketball. I said, hold on now. I said, you know what that come with? I said, you got to deal with me. This the game I play. I said, you see, you saw how I was your daddy and just cheering for you in football? I ain't going to be like that in basketball. I'm going to teach you. Chris, he got mad at me so bad one day, but he understood. Chris, I made him pivot for 30 minutes, just pivoting. He couldn't dribble the ball, just pivot, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Teaching him how to dribble with the ball on top of his hand. He was just, this is boring. Go home and tell his mama. He didn't have me doing nothing but moving my feet around. Then he go a whole season without traveling and not turning the ball over through a carry. And he wondered whether, but I had to teach Chris. It was hard. But guess what? Every time he got mad at me, I said, you asked me to come and work you out. And guess what? Turned out to be a pretty little, hey, they didn't pick on him no more because he was the best dribbler in the gym. They didn't pick on him no more because they leave it open, he gets the shot. They was faster than everybody. They didn't pick on, but he was like that, you know, that thing in the comic books, the bully been bullied on the beach, he was skinny, and when he got strong and came back and got the bully, he came back and bullied the bully. So that's what I would tell any parent, especially when you got these young kids. Me and Robert made a pact, man, Jay. Jay, I told him. So Jay, he still used to treat me bad, Chris. Like we have a hard workout. Get what he'll do. I want to go over his mama's house. So guess what, Jay? That session that I had the day that we was going to really go at it, Chris, him and his mama hide for 3 days. She take him to the mall, take him somewhere else. Jay, this happened to me all through my son's career. But guess what? Say it again.
You know what's funny though? You know what's funny? You take some of the players like that are people are saying are really, I want to say, guys that are just tearing the scene up like the Ball brothers, Serena and Venus, Tiger Woods. Their parents taught them, you know what I mean? And so it's hard if you don't want to listen to your dad who was a good player or something like that. You get a head start on people if you buy in. The thing is, a lot of kids, because I heard Shaq talking about it one time, a lot of kids won't listen to their parents. They rather listen to the coach before they listen to their parents. Oh, Dad, you don't know what you're talking about. That's how they used to do it in the old days. And so I resonate with what you said about pivoting. And the reason why I laugh about it, because, and people know this if you're a golfer. If you're a golfer, you know this.
Yeah.
You can talk about 9 million ways to hit a golf ball, but if you don't learn the mechanics of golf, you'll never hit it straight. You'll never hit it straight. It don't matter. There's a certain way to hit a golf ball.
Preach.
Hatter, you go to a basketball court and you try to tell a kid to change his shot to the right way to shoot it, they'll look at you like you crazy. But it goes in. Hey, man, listen. There's a right way to shoot the basketball, man. Think about it. Only in basketball, I'm telling you. In baseball, there's a way to hit the baseball. In football, there's a way to throw the football. Yeah, you got your Patrick Mahomes, but they got skill sets, the way you turn your hips. But in basketball, man, they'll throw the thing up any type of way. Be like, man, that's just my shot, man. All right, man. Wait till you get to the NBA. You know what they're going to say? Man, that dude ain't never been taught how to play basketball. Get rid of that dude. I try to tell parents all the time, you got to learn the right way. You want to do it your way, keep doing it. You're going to find out.
Chris, I want you to stay there because I'm just going to interject something. I saw something last night, Chris. what I've been doing, I've been taping the TBT games. They got a dude play for the TB, his last name Lemon. He looked like Tarzan, but he shoot like Jane. Chris, his body, I mean, when I saw him out there, he got to the free throw line, and Chris, hold up, his elbow was like this, and he shot them ugly ass free throws. I said, what? This man,
I'm telling you, I laugh at this stuff. Well, that's the way I do it. Man, let me tell you something. Do you understand? If you want to play at the, here's my thing. What's your dreams? That's what I say, man. What's your aspirations, man? What's your aspirations? Well, I want to do this. Well, I'm telling you right now, you don't have to listen to me. But my expertise says if you want to be in finance, you have to learn math. Oh man, they drive. Ask Robert had a son. They get a big old credit card, right? They get a big old allowance they can use to spend on clients. They fly on PJs, they ride in private cars and all that. But guess what Robert had to do? He had to graduate from Cornell.
Sure did.
They didn't just give it to him. He had to go through a whole lot of mess to get to that. But kids just want to get straight to that. Well, I'll be like Robert Hatter. Well, go ask Robert Hatter Jr. what he had to do. They don't want to. I'm just telling you, we live in an era that it's a microwave era the way they think. Just add water. Well, we can just add water, right?
Yeah.
Coach, I can just be a broadcaster like you, Chris, as soon as I'm done. Just add water. Well, mama, you got a job. I can do the same job you doing, even though you've been doing it 25 years. Just add water. That's the way these kids think. Hey, you mentioned before about PGWs.
Right.
And that's a good point by Corey. Lonzo Ball had to change his shot.
Right.
They got him so far.
Right.
Right. But it's just funny that you talk about PGWs. Is that you sit there and tell a parent? I had a parent email me today, and I just shake my head. I said, if you only had listened, when I told you a long time ago, if you just only had listened to me. You know what I tell parents? I say, if I'm your summer coach, right? What do you think I want for you? Do you think that I want to fly on a PJ, be in the green room with you, right, Hatter?
I'm talking.
Have you buy me a car because you happy, or do you think that I want you to fail, so you can learn a lesson, so I can say I told you so? Which one do you think I prefer? You know what I'm saying? Which one do you think I prefer? So the reason why I'm hard on you and tell you the truth, because I actually want the other thing too. I want to fly on the PJ. I want you to buy me a Lambo. I want that. Yeah. But if I see it going the other way, I gotta say something.
Wow.
Because I'm just telling you, people don't want to hear the truth. I'm not even blaming parents. I'm talking about kids. Yeah. It's hard to hear the truth because I wish, you know what I'm gonna send you? I'm gonna send you the. I was going through my phone, and I like the screenshot stuff I see on the internet. Me and too. I had the heights of all the Division I players. They had them broken down, like 4,000 kids, and the heights of the percentages of who plays Division I. 6 foot and under will blow your mind. You'd be like, man, I thought it was a lot more kids that are 6 foot that playing Division I. Nah, no, it ain't. 6 foot and under, that number's so small it'll blow your mind. So when I see a kid that's small, because I was a sub 6 foot guy, I'm like, man, do you know how good you gotta be? Wait
a minute, is that a shameless plug for you? You was that good. That's why is that a shameless plug?
I mean, I can send you some info. We can talk about that.
No, I'm messing with you. Come on, I'm messing with you.
The best league in the world. I mean, back in that time on ESPN Big Monday. Am I still talking too much? But anyway, though, what I'm saying is, I'm just telling you how good you got to be. So when I give people advice, when I see a 5'9" dude, I say, homeboy, you like baseball? Homeboy, you like football? Like, because what you think what's possible, because you're short or small, I don't want to say short, because you're not 6'3". Instead of saying you're short, say you're not 6'3", 6'4", which is the average height, or 6'6". You have to, if you want to play at the elite level, the highest level, let's try to think about focusing on the other sport. Just like you told your son, you see his little skinny butt, all that flag football, please. When they start putting them helmets on, they start putting that leather on, it's a whole different game. It's a whole different game.
I didn't want him. Hey, Chris, I didn't want him to play no more. At school, when he said he don't want to play, he said, I'm going to concentrate on basketball. I said, okay, easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if you're trying to play professionally,
right?
You know what I mean? Like, you got to think about that the same way. If your kid was smart, you try to put him in the best schools, academic schools. That's what you do. You drive them there. My son's real smart. I'm gonna move to this neighborhood because we want to go to this school. Well, you do the same thing when it comes to sports. It's the same exact thing. Hey man, well, that dude over there, that's a quarterback school. That's where all the best quarterbacks go. I'm gonna put my son in that situation because they teach quarterbacks the best. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's a school that's known for their guards, I'm gonna send him to Villanova because they got all the best guards. If he a big, don't send him to Villanova. He'll never touch the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know that kind of stuff. You do your research. But the PGW stuff, man, I almost went to a tournament this weekend messing with Jimmy, but I didn't get a chance to get there. But I'm telling you, man, like, I really I don't want to say I got a bad taste in my mouth. Like, I'm really on that other side since I've been doing analytics and projection modeling and retrodiction and prediction, if people know what that means. Like, it really has dawned on me that if people don't understand the value of data, like, they don't understand where the game is going. People are still parents. I would say parents, because I'm trying to help parents. When you use your naked eye and your human bias, which is what the Jimmy Hickses and the Alan Branches do, they use their human bias to say who's who. That's going to be antiquated. That's going to be a dinosaur. So it's going to be like the phone booth and the phone book sooner or later, right? They're going to use projection modeling ratings to say, hey, this guy's better than that guy. That day is coming, just like we're going to have the driverless car, just like we got Uber, just like you got Jeff Bezos and old Richard, whatever his name, flying people up in space. It's going to happen in youth sports. So what parents got to understand is you got to start focusing on the entire stat sheet. You got to start focusing on efficiency. How efficient is your kid? Because the day is going to come where these people are going to stop being able to fool us on who's better. I don't want to call names of guys in the NBA. And I'll say this, Hatter, and you know this too. Just because you make it to the NBA, don't make you an NBA dude. And you know where I'm coming from when I say that, Hatter. Can I get an amen? Just because you may be able to fool them and get there. You may be able to fool them and get there. But that don't make you an NBA dude. Because you're going to live a whole lot longer in your life than you're going to play in the NBA. Right? What's the average career football player? Think about it. You get to the NFL. Let's say you get to the NBA when you're 19. God blesses you. You get there when you're 19. You play for 5 years. You better make a mint. You better make a lick. Because at 24, and you're going to live till you're 80, you got enough money? Because you didn't get a college degree. So you better get it together, man. These parents, they got to understand there's no reason to be a PGW if you're not being, you know what I would say this, Hatter? If you're going to be a PGW, parents going wild, be a PGW in academics. Be that PGW. When somebody's not teaching your kid the right way, right? Or when somebody's not putting your kid in a position to be successful. Be a PGW at the school instead of at the game. You see what I'm saying?
Say it again.
Be a PGW in the school. Be a PGW in the classroom. Be a PGW there. Don't just be a PGW at the games.
Now, Uga, I think you missed the point, Uga. I wasn't asking for me. I'm already proficient. Chris said you had to learn math to do certain things. You retorted, Uga. Let me explain what you retorted to Chris and said, well, you don't need to have math. You just need to know Excel. But you still got to learn Excel. I wasn't talking about me. I'm talking about what you said in retort to what Chris was saying. I know about dummies. I don't need it. I'm proficient in Excel. I understand it. So I don't need no Excel help. I'm just, so y'all, I want to hear no more Excel help. Y'all missed the whole point. But
here's my thing, though. We're talking about building blocks. When people say stuff like that, that's what I'm talking about. They're still building blocks.
That's all. That's all you say.
They don't get a kid at 12 years old, just teach them Excel, and they think they can go run a finance company or they can run a hedge fund. People.
Just because you know Excel. Now say that again, Chris. Just because you know Excel don't mean you can go run a finance company.
No.
Hello? Okay.
Or being a hedge fund. I understand.
That's the point you were trying to make. Yeah.
World.
There you go.
Those people they think different. They look at the world differently, the same way we look at basketball and sports. And I'm not trying to again make anybody, feel, bemoan anybody because of the way they think. I'm just saying I live around those people. I'm around those people constantly. I know how they look. I didn't really care about math like that. I know one thing: if I had to do it all over again, I would. And not just math, but numbers in general.
Yes.
That's why in sports, I'm telling you right now, Hatter, do you know? I tell people this all the time. In baseball had it figured out a long time before basketball, right? Mm-hmm. You ever see that movie called Moneyball?
I didn't see it all. Didn't see it all.
So basically, they use analytics to draft lesser players because they had too much money on the books. You understand that?
Yeah,
I know that. Going out and get a younger player, and you're in a smaller market. It was all about money. Let's save money, and maybe we can get a player that may come up the ranks. You know what I'm saying? That's trying to come up the ranks, and he may end up, saving your team money, and you may still end up at the same place.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so guess what? In baseball, every time a player comes up to bat, right? That pitcher, I want to tell people may think that pitcher is just, man, I'm just going to do whatever I feel. Nah, man. That pitcher know every dude that's coming up to that plate who can hit a curveball, where his weak spots are, where he sits. They know every single thing. That's analytics. That's numbers. When you ever see the baseball players shift, I was watching the Astros. You see when they shift and nobody don't think. I'm like, man, how the heck?
Cause he don't hit the ball over there.
They don't hit you know why? Because 99% of the time he hits the ball to the other side. So they're like, ain't no reason to sit over here. He never gonna hit the ball there.
Right.
Analytics.
Right.
The same way I was on a call the other day. When you look at basketball players, when you get to the elite level, not this little bitty ball stuff and when people don't do scouting and all that. When you play sports in college basketball, their scouts are so elite. Everything you think you can do, guess what they train to do on the other end? Make you not do it. When you like to go right, guess what they gonna make you do? Go left. If you shoot good from the right corner, guess what they gonna make you shoot good from? The left corner. When you find yourself wide open, guess what? It's probably not a good thing. Because it's the reason why you open. People don't understand. When you get to that next level, just because you scored 20 points in the AAU game, I heard somebody say, I'm not going to say who it is. Oh, man, if he on the court with them dudes, he had 20, he must be like them dudes. Oh, is that right? So everybody that played on the court with Mike, so LeBradford Smith was just like Mike then. Because you remember the game I'm talking about.
Yeah.
LeBradford Smith told Mike a new one.
Yeah.
Don't nobody talk about LeBradford Smith.
Sure don't.
Come on, man.
Come on,
man.
That's a good analogy, Chris. Because, like I said, we got dads, are so bitter at the summer basketball industry and warranted because some of the people in the basketball community over the last years have not been favorable. Some of these people I don't even, man, come on, ain't worth 4 dead flies. But Chris, you have to.
What are they mad about, Hatter? What are they mad about?
I don't know. They won't tell me because they're hiding behind a fake email. They just talking about everybody. They want to talk about Doug Smith, Big Doug. They want to talk about Marcus Sloan. They talk about Jimmy. They want to talk about everybody is wrong.
Can I make a statement?
Make it.
People, all of y'all need to understand one thing. Mm-hmm. I love Jimmy. I love Sloan, Big Doug, Alan Branch. I coached for 25 years. Neither one of them dudes is sitting in a coaching room, right, when they have a round table and making not one decision or giving out not one scholarship. Do y'all understand what I'm saying?
Chris, they ain't heard. Chris. I know this. The dude, the fake account guy, the Brown account dude, he went to the restroom. I want you to say that one more time. I hope he's washing his hands right now. Give him a chance to come back. I want you to repeat that.
They don't sit in one session, one recruiting meeting, right? If they got a Marcus Sloan or Alan Branch and a Jimmy Hicks, they got one of those in every country. Some people take Alan Branch, Dane Irvin, the Kuhnstadt report, Jimmy Hicks, they take them all from the same place in the same state.
Yeah, in the same city.
Because you know what? That's their boys. But to think that these guys are building a roster based on what Jimmy Hicks thinks, parents, if your son good enough, they gonna give him a scholarship. Now, let me tell you where the Jimmy Hicks and all those guys can hurt you.
Okay.
And I'm telling the parents this. If you're a parent and you're a PGW, guess what? Those coaches are getting research. If you know anything about the NBA draft, you can speak to this. When they go to the NFL draft and the NBA draft, what do those teams do before they draft and give you $100 million?
Boy, they put you under surveillance.
Woo! Tell them what that means.
They vet them. They see who you work out with, where you go. Dude, hey, man, especially them top picks, man, they want to know who your friends, who your dope guy is, who your weed guy is. They know everything. That's why I told these guys, when you take your ass into that interview, if they ask you a question, they know the answer already.
Know the answer.
They already know the answer. So you might as well go and tell them right there. They know. They ask you about the dope house you've been going, dude, they done saw you in there. They got pictures. So, I'm sorry.
So, but that goes to speak to college basketball.
Okay.
When you go to a game, right? Let me tell you the hit. So when I go to a game, I'm coming to a game. I'm trying to see what's going on, right? I'm like, oh man, I love that kid. Oh man, he can play. Yo, who is that kid? Right? Information age. Let me see his first thing they say. What's his Instagram handle? Let me see what kind of kid he is. You go to his Instagram handle, N-word this, mother that, da-da-da-da, that be this, that be that. You like, wow. So if I can see this, that means the president of my school can see this too. That means our alumni association can see this too. If I can just pull it up, they can pull it up. Okay, but you know what, Hatter? He really good. Let's look past that. Because you know what we can do? We can clean that up when we get it. Because I don't know who his mom and daddy is, but they allow that to happen. That's a whole other discussion. And then guess what we pivot to next? His mom and daddy. Then we look at him. Well, where's mom and daddy at? Point him out. And they point him out, and mom and daddy going crazy at the game. We're like, oh, man. Because you know what we project? If they're doing that at this level, guess what they going to do when they get up there with us?
Preach, Real. Preach.
Plum fool. This is what they don't understand. That's the key to it. And this is where they all get mad. When you get there, the college coaches like Kaiser Sose, you'll never get to him. The head coach, you will never get to him. Because the one thing they'll tell you, we will talk about everything else. But the one thing that would never be on the conversation is how much he plays.
Playing time.
Playing time.
You know what's so unique about that, Chris? And Chris, and maybe it's because my son did play all the damn time. But I wouldn't have never, Coach Courtney, you wasn't lying. Coach Courtney was very scarce. But guess what? He and I talk now more now than we did when my son was playing for him. I always talk to his assistants. I didn't never want, Coach, you know what? I was smart enough. That man came 1,700 miles. Hold up, Coach. I want this a parent thing. That man came 1,700 miles. Passed over all them guards in New York and Boston and all them surrounding areas and came all the way to Houston and got this kid to come up there, right? So first of all, I said, to a university that I love. And I'm sitting there saying, what the hell? Hold up. He was black. The associate head coach was black. And I sit there and said, I like this for him. How in the hell I'm going to be up here arguing and fussing with him because he take him out the game. I'm mad because they take him out the game. And he started the first day, his little skinny ass made it to camp. How in the hell could I? And hold up, Chris, contrary to people's popular belief, everything didn't always go right.
Absolutely not.
Everything didn't always go. I had different philosophies than the coach did. But I would never in my life pick up that phone and call that man and mess with that man about.
Huh? You know what I tell every parent? I said, let me tell you something. Let me tell you what your number one job is. Your number one job is to love your child.
Love that.
You can spoil your child as much as you want because he's yours.
Right.
You can be as insane about his weaknesses and his shortcomings and look past them because he's yours.
Yeah.
Now, we walk outside your household and we talking about putting him with 13 other dudes, 12 other dudes that are just as good as him, if not better. Guess what my job is? My job is not to love your child. My job is to love the team. You got one to love. I got 13 to love. You want to trade spots?
Nope.
Guess what else I got to do? I got 13 people with aspirations that are probably out of their mind. They got 2 parents out of their mind. They got AAU coach, pastor, cousin, uncle. I got to negotiate almost 100 people. Well, all you got to do is take care of one.
Wow. I never looked at it. Keep going, Chris. I like that.
And when it comes to playing time, I always screenshot you after the game. I said, look at the bench. They only play. Guess what happened? They played 8. The Bucks played 8 dudes. What's up with the other 7 dudes? What kind of conversations? What kind of pillow talk they having?
Yeah.
See, that's the stuff people don't see. The dudes that don't play, y'all don't think they're unhappy in the NBA? Come on, man. But you know what them dudes? Do you know what them dudes in the NBA think? They honestly think them dudes on the bench. Coach, if you put me out there, I can do just about what Chris Middleton does. I said, man, I can do what Jrue Holiday does. That's what they say. That's what they think. Coach, that's the NBA. Filter that down to high school and college. It's the same thing. But Hatter, I promise you, cream rises to the top. If you good enough, it's gonna get there. If you're not good enough, if it's not happening, you're probably not good enough. I'm just talking about on the average, you're probably not as good. I don't want to say good enough because I don't want to. I got to be sensitive to saying throwing everybody in the box. But hey, man, what can I say? If you're not Chris, you either Chris Middleton or you're not.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Right. I heard somebody on the I watched the Chop Shop deal. Somebody said, why is JaVale McGee on the team?
Yeah.
What you mean why you on the team? Who else you want on it?
Yeah.
You look at the NBA. You got to be American.
Duh. Duh.
American. Rudy Gobert can't play for us. You know what I'm saying? When I heard Bam Adebayo was American, I was like, what, for real? Precious Achiuwa can't play for us.
That's right.
Who you want on there if you don't get Rudy? If you don't get JaVale McGee? Who's an NBA champion, by the way? 2-time NBA champion. Shot blocker. Right? Who else you want? I think it was an upgrade from Kevin Love, if you ask me.
Yeah, now we got a shot blocker on the team.
Because of the fit. Because of the fit. You know, so.
But Chris, back to the question that was asked. You asked me a question. You said, what's wrong with him, Hatter? And Troy, this is what Troy said. I'm going to put it on the screen. Troy Benjamin, you know he been messing with you the whole time. He said,
my man.
He said, Hatter, too many of them believe because y'all are so plugged in with the coaches that y'all can get a coach to extend an offer to their player. And if they haven't received, hold on, let me put it back up there, Troy. I was reading too slow. If they haven't received the interest of office because you haven't put in a good work to hype them enough. Chris, I'll let you address that because I'll let you address that.
Listen,
that's
those guys,
I
get it. They do have some power where they can direct traffic.
Yeah.
But in the world of summer basketball, the way it is now, in the world of the world of Twitter, the world of social media, right? You can get to college coaches like you never got to them before. I'm not saying that guys like Jimmy and those guys aren't useful. That's not true. They are useful because they use those guys as background information and they use those guys to point, hey, this dude better than that dude. But when they go watch them, I'm telling you, when they go watch them, like I love Jimmy to death, but Jimmy can tell me whatever you want to tell me. If I go sit and watch him, Jimmy, I don't see it, man. I'll holler at you later.
And you do that all the time.
Because Jimmy don't work for us. They don't pay Jimmy. They pay me.
Right.
So you think I'm going to be like, man, Jimmy told me the wrong thing, man. They don't care. Man, Alan Branch was wrong.
Yeah.
No. They saying, Chris Walker, we pay you. We don't pay him. We give him a scouting check. You can choose whoever you want that check to go to. We're not going to blame Dane Irvin. You know what you need to do? Stop taking Dane Irvin's service and stop listening to him. But you're the one that gets paid to work here.
And paid pretty handsomely, too.
Well, I'm just saying, people don't understand when they say, well, If I don't play on this team, I won't get no offers. Really? If you really want to go back and look at, like I tell people, look at Jimmy Hicks's list, because that's the frame of reference. Or if you want to throw Marcus Sloan because he just started in the game, how many kids from Houston get Division I off? Not offers. Let's kill this word offer. How many kids sign a Division I scholarship out of Houston every year? Sign, not offer. Sign, because I don't give a damn about no offers. I care about that second Wednesday in November. Your senior year, do you sign an offer? Because that's the only time. You can get offers your freshman year. You can get offers your sophomore year. You can get offers your junior year. But the only thing that matters is what you sign in November your senior year. I'm telling you, that's all that matters. So that's why some kids cannot be good they freshman year, not be good they sophomore, junior year, and all of a sudden they blow up and they sign. So stop talking about the word offer and let's talk about who he signed with. But people don't want to do that because that's not sexy. Because that's the end of the story. Who he signed with?
So you said something key, Chris. I didn't let it pass by. You said sign in your senior year that November. If you signed it.
You can't sign no other time.
Right.
You can't sign to your senior.
Right.
So it's cool to get offers. It's sexy. But it don't matter until it's the end of the road. Who'd you sign with?
Yeah.
Do you know there's a lot of guys that got offers that never signed with Division I schools?
So a wise man told me, his name had to be John Lucas. He told me this a long time ago. Hatter, don't worry about where your son is ranked in the 9th grade. Don't worry about where he ranked in the 10th grade. Don't you even worry about where he ranked in the 11th grade. You come to me and tell me where he ranked in the 12th grade. I said, well, he ranked 10th. Well, guess what? He was the 10th best player in Houston, Texas, one of the biggest states in cities in the world. And he got the twins and Derek Griffin and all of them guys in front of him. Don't listen to these guys. He taught me that years ago. Years ago. He said, worry about where he at the 12th grade. All these offers, he had 100 offers. He can't tell. How many can he take, Chris?
Can't go to one school, man.
Okay.
Can't go to one school. But I'm telling you, it's not sexy. The truth is not sexy. Why do you think fake news exists? Because the truth ain't sexy. It's not sexy. I'm just telling you, it's not sexy. And I get it. I get it, man. You old school. You old. You don't get with the times. How many schools can you sign with? I don't care how many followers you got. I got 1 million followers. Can you sign with 1 million schools? I mean, I'm just saying, the truth ain't sexy. How many offers you got? Can you sign with every last one of them schools? Mm-hmm. So everybody is involved. They love the icing.
And guess what, Chris? I don't blame them a little. I just never got caught up with it. That's what I know Jimmy probably said. I can go back. Man, how would I look like, man? A grown-ass man sitting up and mad at Jimmy. Man, why ain't you ranked my son high? Man, I ain't. But see, back then I didn't know Jimmy as well as I know him better since when Robert graduated. Back when he was in high school, I never talked to Jimmy because guess who I had? Alan Branch. I had Alan Branch, and I had Coach Henderson. I had a hell of a crew now. Y'all can go on with you. Right. But you know what though? And people talk about those two guys. Those two guys, they gave it to me like a TI is. Alan Branch told me a long time ago, Rob. He's talking about if your kid's short, he said, at any moment, he better be able to hit 10 out of 13 threes from deep. Or he got to be able to put his hand. I never get to put his hand in a bucket of paint and touch the top of the backboard. He said, if that little dude ain't one of those, it's gonna be hard for him to get picked. And I always told my son, and I hope y'all listen. I told him, son, you gonna always play. He said, why, Dad? I said, cause guess what? You're gonna be the best shooter. You're gonna be the best dribbler. You're gonna be the best ball hustler. You're gonna be one of the best rebounders. And when I look at his career, I looked at him. Why? I told you, Chris, he got hurt every year. And people who don't know,
Right.
he got hurt every year. And I
A little
always
old body.
I talked to the trainer. The trainer told me, I said, Mark, your office is downstairs. Why are you up here on the court all the time? He said, man, because your son going to get hurt every day in practice because of how hard he plays. He don't know how to turn. And coach, that's when I turn on some of these games and I get to, and I don't have patience with them. When I see these guys just going through the damn motions and getting beat by 30 damn points, ain't nowhere in the world. I told him, dude, you better hurt yourself. You show somebody you different. Coach, all of that cool and putting down your shirt. You on the Houston Hoops team. You got Kelly Oubre. You got Justice Winslow. You got Khalil Ladin. You got all of these bad dudes on the Keith Frazier, McDonald All-Americans on this team. What you gonna do? Because they don't know you. You ain't got no stars. What you gonna do when you get your little ass out there for them 5 minutes?
Absolutely. Because that's all you're going to get. You make a good point. That's the same point I try to tell kids or dude, like, hey, man, so you're going to go to the NBA. What team you going to? I'm going to go play with the Hawks. Oh, you're going to make it Hawks? So who you playing in front of? That's what I want to know. You playing in front of Kevin Huerter? You playing in front of DeAndre? You playing in front of John Collins? You playing in front of Capella? You playing in front of Gallinari? You playing in front, you know what I'm saying? Bogdanovich? You playing in front of Trae Young? You know what you're going to be doing? You're going to be riding the bench. You're not playing. You're not getting out there. The question is, what kind of kid are you now? Because now we got to talk about integrity. How much you really love the game. Because you ain't playing. Okay? You're going to be Quinn Cook, who had a nice career, 10 years, 3 rings, had a great career, and probably going to be a coach. You got to understand where you fit in, right? You got to understand where you fit in.
I want you to answer that question too, Chris, whenever you finish this.
What's that?
I just put on the screen. So why is a big emphasis on rankings?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I'm not saying rankings don't matter. Jimmy's running a business.
That's right.
I told y'all he gets paid to point that direction. He's a GPS for the coaches. He's allowed to say, he's like, hey, man, these guys are the better guys.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you guys pay me service.
So it is important, Chris.
It's important. But here's my thing. It's about what the parents, again, what's your aspiration? I'm not saying
Stop, Chris. I'm sorry, Chris. I think she got it mixed up. Because you remember you said, Coach, I'm not calling Jimmy. Jimmy don't determine who I choose. He just gave me information, Olga, about the people that he choose. He's not because he needs that information. I'm sorry.
He's still an authority in the city.
Yes.
If guys like Jimmy Hicks didn't exist, I'd fly into the city. I don't know who's who.
There you go.
So he does have some value. Now, again, once I lock in and he tell me who the people are and I lock in, I say, man, that horse ain't fast enough, man. I need a better horse. Show me a couple of donkeys. I don't know what Jimmy's motivations are.
Right.
He cool with the daddy.
Right.
You know, he cool with the high school coach. Think about it. I tell guys all the time, how do you rank 35 through 72? You think they seen 50 through 72? You think they seen 50 through 60? How many games you think they saw him play? So if I'm a parent, right, you got to start thinking about these things. If your kid is the 150 best player in the city of Houston, you playing recreational basketball. Playing for a scholarship probably ain't in the cards. But if I say that, guess what you call me? A dream
killer.
And you know what I tell him? I say, man, you're doing a great job of making some tournament operator a couple of dollars and paying for a yacht for him. That's what you're doing. I'm just all I'm saying to you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, this basketball is good though, man. I can't tell y'all. Hold up. I'm just gonna shed some light why I ain't mad at these parents. Parents, I don't follow too many people, but I follow Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson is out. He been there for about a week and a half almost. Out on this yacht called the Aquila. I study big yachts that I can't afford. Okay, I just maybe one day they might let me ride on them. But I study them. Aquila was one of the yachts that I just fell in love with. Magic Johnson got his friends. Hold on. He go vacation. He tell LL Cool J, bring your wife. Samuel Jackson, bring your wife. Vanessa Bell Calloway is friend with Cookie. Bring your husband. We finna go hang out for a week in the French Riviera in Monaco on the yacht Aquila. Go look it up. Go to YouTube and go look up at the yacht. And then, after he said, so it costs $1 million a week to rent the Aquila. When y'all understand, $1 million a week, a million and something euros a week. So guess what, Chris? He done sent them home. He done been with them for a week and a half. Now he sent for his family. So he gonna be there a whole nother week. So basketball, I ain't mad at these mamas, man, and these mammas and daddies for wanting to be in that position. But hold on. But Magic Johnson's position, parents, I got a lesson here, Chris. He not only made it on the floor, he was able to parlay himself into business ventures that makes him one of the richest men, in the world. So he can do that. So I'm not mad at them parents. So you can call them dream. I ain't mad at them parents, especially if I had a 6'9". Because if Robert was 6'6", I would have been, just like you said, I would have been singing a whole different story.
I'm not mad at him. Huh? I'm not mad at him either. But do we make decisions because of the exception of the exception or the rule? How do you make decisions in your household? Mm-hmm. The exception or the rule? Magic Johnson, one of the greatest players ever, which is why he has a chance to make the exception. I mean, like, how do you make decisions in your household?
Yes.
I'm just saying, common sense ain't so common all the time. I'm just being honest. I don't even want to talk about people on this feed that I know that got kids playing in college basketball. I guarantee they look at it differently now that their kids are playing. And they kids play at the highest level. It's not, hey, listen, fair is a place that they judge pigs. That's what they judge.
Oh, I ain't never heard of that one.
I'm just trying to tell you. So my thing is, at the end of the day now, you want to put your kid in a position to be employable, okay, and to live an unbelievable life. And sports ain't in the cards as a profession for 99% of them. So you're gonna make all your life decisions based on something that happens for 1% of the culture. Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me that makes sense. You telling me all them PTWs,
Jim,
that makes sense?
I mean, Chris, I ain't saying they got to make the decisions out of it, but they can want it. They can dream about it. Chris, I dreamed about Spain and I was there. Hey, some things can happen.
Hatter, think about this. For some reason, and I'm not going to talk about the franchise, the Houston Rockets let you put them tight shorts on with them Chuck Taylors and them long socks out there with Bill Fitch, and they gave you a tryout, right? But you had common sense to know that you had to do what I call the P word. The other P word is called pivot.
Pivot.
You learn how to pivot.
But now if he hadn't told me to just take his stuff off and go on home, I probably would have still been playing. That mother tell me, hey.
Listen, Vernon Maxwell cut a deal for you. You got him in the club. So all I'm saying is, people got to learn how to pivot in life, man. I'm not saying
you're right. You're absolutely right. I'm just messing with you.
And in basketball, people got to understand something. There's payers and there's players. There's payers
and players.
And there's players.
Okay.
Payers keep the industry going, not the players. Payers keep the industry going.
And there's more payers.
Keep the insanity going, not the players. Let me ask you a question, Hatter. I'm gonna lose my battery in about 10 minutes, so you only got about 10 more minutes. In the NBA, I was having a discussion with somebody today. Do you think they give Kevin Durant $200 million for the Nike deal, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever he makes.
Yeah.
Do NBA players buy his shoes?
No.
Do NBA? So who's buying his shoes? Who's buying his shoes?
Not people.
The payers. The payers. The players ain't buying his shoes.
I got you.
The players don't make him rich. The payers make him rich.
I like
You
that.
see what I'm saying?
I like that.
My point is, these parents, you got to use common sense. Basketball can be recreational. It can be something that's fun.
Yes.
I was on I was at a wedding in the DR, and this dude said, "Man, my son broke my heart." I said, "What do you mean he broke your heart?" He said he had me spend all this money on soccer all these years, and he got to the 12th grade. And you know what he told me? "Dad, I don't want to play soccer no more. I just want to go to school." You know what he learned? You know what that dad learned? He was a payer. That's what he learned. Son was a player.
I'm a payer. I'm still waiting on my money back. I'm a payer.
Keeps the industry going.
Yeah.
Coach, it keeps the industry going. So I get it, dreams, aspirations. I'm down with you. It keeps the industry going. But a smart parent says, like Robert had to say, hold on, man. I'm gonna try to squeeze all I can. Sometimes, you know what Alan Branch told me one time?
What?
Sometimes, Chris, the squeeze ain't worth the juice.
Yeah, I remember that. I like that. He told me the squeeze ain't worth the juice. Yeah.
You gotta know. You gotta be able to pivot and differentiate. Be like, you gotta study. You just can't listen. What the good book say? Study to what? You gotta know who, man. Look at some of these AAU coaches' history. Some people just say, man, if I'm not on a sneaker team, it don't matter. Hey, man, how them dudes travel, man? How you treat them people when you gonna just let that? How's that dude's demeanor when he's around your child? Like, you just gonna let your kid go play for anybody? Because guess what? No matter who he is, did every dude on his team play for Duke in Kentucky? So then he don't have all the power then. Did every last one of his kids sign a high major scholarship? So then he don't have all the power then. So why are you listening to him? You got to ask yourself as a parent, are you really studying the industry? Or you just doing, just what? You just like a conveyor belt. The 12th graders drop off, the 9th graders come on. The 8th graders come on. 12, they don't, you know what's funny about the business? I used to love about summer ball, but it's the craziest. The 6th through 8th graders don't have no idea what's going on through 9th through 12. So them dudes in 9 through 12, they can be the boogeyman or the Grinch. The 6th through 8th graders don't even know what's going on. They so much in their own world. And they get there, and you be like, man, why would that parent go play for them people? They have no idea. They got a whole bunch of new fools to fool. I mean, it is the most insane thing in the world.
Say that again, Chris.
They got a bunch of new dudes to put that propaganda on. I'm like, man, have you seen the way that dude travel his kids? You gonna let your but all the scouts gonna be watching. Hey, man, ask that dude how many kids signed off his Division I players that played in Power 5 basketball last year. One out of his. So what are you saying? He got the same number of dudes, right, that signed as that team over there that y'all say is not a sneaker team and not sponsored. He got one Division I player, and he got one Division I player. So what are you talking about?
But Chris,
come on, man.
Chris, Marissa just said something. I want you to address this one for you. I wish you had brought your cord. Oh, it ain't no plug over there. Ain't no plug. That's all right. No, but I want you to address this before you get out. I want you to address this because I want to talk about it too. She said playing basketball is more than just playing. It's building values and teamwork and strong work ethic, respecting authority, adversity, and keeps them busy and off the games and running the streets. Let me put it back up there. But Marissa, every parent don't think like this. We have strong black men. Marissa, you talking about your son. Do you know it's 5 million more parents out here? That's the way you and your family feel. But playing basketball.
We're not talking directly to you.
Huh?
Again, we're not. That's why I say people.
Yeah, ain't nobody talking to her. Quit personalizing.
We're not talking definitely to you.
Yeah.
It's they don't understand the insanity. You have to be in it to understand. Like who told you that? Well, that's what Coach such and such said. Well, who is Coach such and such? And what has that dude done? Why are you listening to him? Parents make decisions in youth basketball that they would never do in any other part of their life.
Now.
Not other part of their life.
I bet they don't make decisions when they try to buy a house. Oh, you cutting off. I bet they don't make these decisions when they trying to buy a house.
Never. I'm telling you. They don't. It's crazy, man.
That's crazy.
I ain't gonna have them get mad at me today.
But no, it's all right. Let me tell you something, man. We know it's some parents. I love it that these guys, I'd rather these guys be in the gym and not on the street. And I really understand that. But I'm just saying, it's a lot of people ain't thinking the way you thinking, Melissa. Melissa, them folks down there at that Peace Jam right now,
oh man,
they ain't thinking like that, Melissa, what you talking about. Let me repeat that. Melissa, get on a plane and go down there to Peace Jam, to Augusta, and you're gonna be in a minute, Marissa, you're gonna be in a minute minority down there. Them people at the Peace Jam ain't down there saying, well, my son we just come down here so we can have fun and be off the streets. And no, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. That's all good, though. But what else you got? Chris, before you get out of here, man. You got 2 minutes. What else you got? I'm talking about, you talking about your phone, your thing gonna cut off.
No. I listen. I know I jump on people a lot about this. I just tell people it's pure numbers. All I tell people to do is do the math.
Right.
350 schools times 3 scholarships per team. That's usually what they have. That's 1,050 scholarships. All that running around, you see all these people doing. Now I'm gonna tell people. Now we got to add this new component, which is called the training portal. They probably take a third of those scholarships away. We're talking about 700 scholarships that are available. Okay. And if you're talking about the Power 5, we're talking about 80 schools. We're really talking about 240 scholarships. If you think your kid is playing the Big 12, ACC, SEC, Big East. Actually, I go 6, Power 6. The basketball is a little bit different, right? Power 7, if you want to add the American Athletic Conference, right? Times 10. It's harder than you think. You may be talking about 300 scholarships. So out of the hundreds of thousands that are playing, we're talking about 300 scholarships, and you think I'm crazy?
I don't.
I'm telling you how good you got to be. So if you think that does it help that somebody talks good about your kid? You're right. Yeah. But if you don't understand what these coaches are looking for, and if you don't understand the game and how efficient you got to be, and if you don't understand the size and metrics of what it takes to get there, you're fooling yourself. That's all I'm saying.
That's all.
You're fooling yourself.
That's all.
I'm not being mean. I'm just saying you're fooling yourself.
No,
it's hard as hell. The same way. This is what I encourage everybody to do before I go.
Okay. I
want you to look at that. In the NBA, they got the draft right now. They got the top 100 dudes in the NBA draft. They got it on ESPN. They got it ranked 1 to 100. I want you to start from 100 and read your way up. I want you to know where they went to school and find out everything you can about every last one of them dudes. One dude I'm going to mention. I want to see he's ranked 92, but I forget. His name is John Petty. He played for Alabama.
Yes.
You don't know who John Petty is? John Petty, about 6'6", all the hair and all that stuff, long dude. Alabama, number 2 in the country, won the SEC champs, number 1 3-point shooter in the country. They got him ranked like 92. Man, I'm trying to tell you. Now, what do you think that dude was thinking the whole year? And his people around him thinking the whole year, Adam? We got a chance to be a number 1 seed. He the number 1 3-point shooter. The NBA is all about 3-point shooting. This dude gonna be a lottery pick. And then guess what happened when they look under the hood? 92. Come on, man. I'm trying to tell people that fair is a place they judge pigs.
I like that.
For fairness.
I'm gonna put that on the shirt though.
Yeah, it's a stone cold rule because there are things that you guys are glorifying, right? That they downplay. You glorify what they downplay. You need to find out what they glorify.
Yeah, you going out.
For. That's what you need to find out. Listeners finally they ain't been there before.
Wow.
And I don't blame people. It's hard.
Uh-huh. It's unbelievable,
man. I gotta run, boy. We'll talk.
Okay. All right, I'll see you later. I'm gonna get you out of there. Wow. Hey man, let me see y'all. Hey y'all. Y'all gotta I'm serious. And I understand your kid, we get sensitive about these things, but that's the reason we have Marissa. That's the reason we have people who now would get behind burner accounts to talk about and chastise the summer basketball community because they didn't want to hear facts like that. Those are facts. And we get mad, because guess what? Even Marissa, your son, it's gonna be 12th grade soon. It's gonna be over for y'all too. It was over for me. Basketball is gonna stop, ladies and gentlemen. Where you gonna be when it stops? Fair is a place where they judge pigs. Oh, I love that one. I love that, and I love that we. I'm telling you, I love that we had this conversation today, man. But what we're gonna do, I'm not gonna take a break. I'm gonna take us on out. Who wins this game tonight? NBA. Can Milwaukee close it out? Or will Chris Paul be able to work some magic and take this thing to a game 7? What y'all think? I'm going to get Chris Walker back tomorrow. We're going to talk some more. But I just want to know what my thing with Chris Walker, by him being a coach, he never sees the parent side of it. Is it good or bad? He does see the parent side of it. Kim, I don't think you're listening to him. I really don't. I really don't think you're listening to him. I really don't. Attack says done. Kim, I think you're listening at him and not listening to him. Because being a parent, and I love them guys that talk to me like that. I love for guys to tell me the truth. I mean, if it's this is what I would like for you to diagram. Kim, tell me where he told you something that's not true, Chris Walker. Then maybe I can address that. But you just having a blanket statement that he coming from a coach perspective. He coming from a college. He was one of the top players in the country. He was a top player in Houston. That's why Villanova came all the way down here and got it. But it's some good and bad truth. I understand. But the truth is the truth. The truth is the truth. All he's trying to do is let you parents know that this thing is hard. I've been trying. I know how hard it is. I've seen guys coming for 30 years in this business. Can you imagine, Kim, how many guys I've seen come in and go right back out? And they spend all that time and all these resources and all this money and all this, and they make it to the NBA, but they don't do the things to keep them there. Remember I told you the things that I saw at my son. I said he didn't have the habits to play in the NBA. Good college player, but he didn't have the habits. Some of these guys don't have the habits. I'm watching some of these games, and that's what y'all do. When y'all watch some of these games, look and say, how does these games translate to college basketball? How does it? Only team I saw people playing hard like that team Pro Skills. Them guys coming off the bench act like they didn't want to be on that bench. I saw them. Thank you, Kim. I finally saw them play today. But Kim, you're a mom. You're gonna think different from the way Chris would think. But not to say we can't say the way you thinking is okay. It works for you. But Chris being in this situation, for a long time. A long time. He's been in this situation, and I never had the advantage of talking to him back then. But I was blessed that, like I said, I had my own plan. I didn't wait on them. But y'all in a situation, you get all this information. Do me a favor. Just take the information that applies to you and regurgitate on that and use that. Because some of this information might not apply to some of you parents. You know, so it just might not. And you know, cause some of y'all got this going on, some of y'all got this going on. You know, but everything don't apply to you. Like I was telling Marissa a minute ago, and just telling her, them parents down there in Augusta, they got NBA scouts down there. Marissa, you are an exception. You ain't there yet. I mean, like I said, you just an exception. But guess what? That don't apply to you. I'm glad I qualified that. Some stuff don't apply to y'all. Everything don't apply to each parent. Some of you some parents, none of this stuff would ever apply to. And then some, a lot will. Then some, you might just get a little bit here, a little bit there. Mark got a topic for me. Is it a warning sign when the best of the majority of offers to players come from college programs that have a coach from an AAU program? Okay, I got to lock that one in. Mark, let me, I'm trying to see. Mark, do me a favor. Mark, email me that one. Email me that question. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Let's see, what else we got? I got you. Mark, just send that to me. Chop Shop at Chop Shop HTX. Chop Shop HTX at gmail.com. I'm thinking about so much stuff, but Wesley Yates, what do you expect from your son? Is it a free education? See, those the kind of things we got to ask. But down there, I'm sitting there talking to it's guys from talking about these guys right now. Y'all got to remember this rule is going to be changed soon when high school players going to be able to go directly to a pro. So Marissa, a lot of people ain't thinking like you thinking. And I thank God that a lot of mamas understand. I hope it's some mamas like you that's understand that, hey, man, all you got to do, Marissa, all you got to do, take it from me, look at his habits. Look at his habits. They taking guys, if you want to go to Division I, you got to look at his habits. What does he focus? You got to be a great student and a great player to play in college. You know, unless you're 6'11", 7 foot now, they'll make all those real. We'll talk about it. I'm gonna get the offer people. I'm gonna get the offer police on here tomorrow. But I love these conversations. Y'all don't understand. Because I challenge you on your statements, don't mean I don't. The reason I'm challenging you because I think it's worthy of me talking about. Y'all, if y'all notice, sometimes y'all say something and I just let it pass by. I see them all, but some of them I just let them pass by because it's not part of the conversation. If I mention you, that means you're doing that. That means you're on the right track. You're on the right track. Okay, you're on the right. It was something else, but back to this. I want to share something with y'all, man, about Giannis before I go. I'm not gonna get out of this show because he might be a champion after tonight. I don't know. Dak Minor said it's a done deal. But I got some stories. I want to read y'all a story. I never heard this story. Maybe some of y'all have, you know. But this lady wrote a story. She said on a Saturday in November, a few years back, it was cold in Milwaukee, below 20 degrees in the afternoon. She said, I was shopping in the Brady Street area, the east side of Milwaukee, a few minutes away from the Bradley Center, where the Bucks used to play a long time ago. She was with our practice and play. She said, my boyfriend of 35 years, we saw a tall black guy running by and he looked familiar. She said, I drove by him again 4 blocks away and realized it was Giannis. She said, I stopped the car, rolled down the window and asked if he wanted a ride. Are you going to the Bradley Center? He said. And she said, yes. He was wearing only a windbreaker. When he got in the car, she said, you need a winter jacket, young man. He said his credit card didn't work. And he sent all his money back to his family in Greece. He thanked us for the ride over and over again. He was running from where he lives on Lake Drive, she said. She said, I got an autograph in Greek, but didn't think to get a photograph. She said she regretted. She said, but imagine a 6'10" young man in the back seat of my Honda. Incredibly small, small seats. They said, we dropped him off at the Bradley Center. He said, thanks. He said, you really saved me. And she said, I was so excited for him to have been in my car, I didn't even get a photo. And I hope he has better transportation now. And he bought a jacket. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Yo, it's another one. This dude, think about it, man. I got a story, y'all. I'm finna show y'all something y'all probably never seen because I just found it out. He was 16 years old, Giannis, and him and his mother had a short appearance in an Australian film called Dead Europe. Giannis played the neighbor's son and even had a line in it. And I got it for y'all. I hope they don't. Check this out, y'all. I don't know if y'all knew this. Check this out. I just wanted to share that with y'all. I found that, man. I found that thing, and I think it was. But will he win this thing tonight, man? A guy who can't shoot free throws. Then somebody brought to my attention, Shaq couldn't shoot free throws. Karl Malone couldn't shoot free throws. Karl Malone didn't win none. But what y'all think tonight, man? Phoenix in trouble, y'all. Another thing I like about Giannis, I meant to play this for y'all other day. I'm gonna play y'all a couple of videos before we get out of here. Check this out, y'all. I don't know if y'all saw this either. Check this out.
I mean, you're 26 years old, and I've covered plenty of players who didn't seem like they figured the ego part out until their 30s. I mean, who taught you about why that's important and to handle it that way?
I think I'll say life. Usually, let me tell you this. Usually, when from my experience, right? Like when I think about like, oh yeah, I did this. I'm so great. I had 30. I had 25, 10, and 10, or whatever the case might be. Because you're gonna think about that. Oh, we won this and that. Usually, the next day you're gonna suck.
Right.
Simple as that. You like the next few days you're gonna be terrible. And I figured out like a mindset to have that like when you focus on the past, that's your ego. I did this. We were able to, beat this team for all. We did. I did this in the past. I won that in the past. Right. And when I focus in the future, is my pride. Like, yeah, next game 5, I do this and this and this. Right. I'm going dominant. That's your pride talking. Like it doesn't happen. Like you're right here, and I kind of like try to focus in the moment, in the present, and that's humility. That's being humble. That's not setting no expectation. That's going out there enjoying the game, competing at a high level. And I think I've had people throughout my life that helped me with that. But that's a skill that I've tried to like, kind of, how you say, kind of like perfect it. Master it, and it's been working so far.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna stop.
You're doing okay.
Amazing, man. Man, hey, man. Amazing, y'all. Amazing. Young man. I remember, if you haven't had a chance to go look at that special, Giannis, how him and his brothers used to have to, when one of them is playing, they used to all wear the same pair of shoes. He take them off and then he wear them, he play. He take them off and he wear them, he play. Those are, man, some of the things that I think is priceless. I just hope, I just feel bad for Chris Paul. And I wanted Monty Williams to win. And they got a chance. I got a chance. But this Middleton guy is, they got to do something about him. They got to do something about Middleton. You know, long as Middleton is not doing well, they lose. They lose. The Bucks lose. Y'all remember? Y'all think about it. The Suns won the first 2 games, and y'all remember people was trying to fire the coach. How y'all feel about firing the coach? But Coach Bud now, Budenhauser. How do y'all feel about that now? The people who wanted to get the coach fired. I remember that. Fire that coach. He ain't this. He ain't this. He ain't this. He ain't this. And now that coach is 1 game away from winning the championship. And I just want to share that. But I got something else, and I know we got to get out of here. I got one more thing I want to share with y'all. I saw this. And did y'all see this? The Olympics athletes, y'all, are sleeping on cardboard bed frames. They ordered 18,000 of them in the Olympic visit, and these bed frames are supposed to. Hold on, let me put them up on the screen for y'all. I think I got them for y'all. Hold on. These the beds that they're gonna be staying on in the Olympic Village, and they told. Okay, hold up. That's one. Let me take that off. That's one of the beds. Hold up. Let me make sure I got it. Okay, that's one of the beds. That's the bed. That's the cardboard. They said these are supposed to be, Mindy, listen to me. These are supposed to be sexless beds. They're supposed to be anti-sex beds. Tokyo, because they want to deter, banging. Whatever they're doing over there in the Olympic. Yes, Rick Brown. I wanted to share this with y'all. I thought it was when I saw it, I just said, unbelievable. These beds, these little beds, but they're recyclable beds. They're gonna be recyclable. In the mattresses are supposed to be recyclable, turn into a recyclable plastic. Yes, but Tamika, go Google it, Tamika. They're supposed to be sexless beds. Hey, I can't make this up, y'all. It's but those the beds that they're going to be in the Olympics. Because you got to understand, there was a whole lot of stuff going on in the Olympic Village. You know, they was giving out condoms. They was giving out everything. You know, it was crazy, Tamika. But y'all need to take. But let me tell you, one of the athletes are already over there, a gymnast. Look what he had to say about it. Look what he had to say about it. Watch this, y'all. Check this out.
In today's episode of Fake News at the Olympic Games, the beds are meant to be anti-sex. They're made out of cardboard, yes, but apparently they're meant to break at any sudden movements. It's fake. Fake news. In today's episode of Fake News at the Olympic Games,
he said it's fake news, y'all. Hey, this is up. I couldn't get off the show with that. I couldn't hold that one. I got a lot of other stuff, man. If y'all knew the list I had of stuff we didn't talk about today because with Chris Walker, it's just so much stuff that. But let's go back. It's Peach Jam time. I'm gonna get some information from Jimmy. Hope we can get Jimmy and somebody from Peach Jam to report from their phones for a minute. You know, the atmosphere is not crazy as it used to be because of the COVID, but maybe those beds. No, Mindy, the beds are made to collapse if you're on the bed. If 2 people on the bed, they don't supposed to be able to hold. But I think they said 200 kilometers. Kilometers. I mean, something, kilowatt, whatever. It's not. You don't. Almost 200 pounds ain't but one. So 2 of y'all get on the bed, it's supposed to collapse. So hey, stop it, Herb. So Mindy, get Herb. I know. But he's a little guy because he's a gymnast. You know, they're not that tall. But y'all, let's go. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Boy, look at Master. Hey, Mastermind, don't come on there. Kilograms. Kilograms. Thank you, baby. Kilos. Yeah, kilograms. You're right. Kilograms. Ed, you must have been in that. Ed, you must have been in another business long time ago. Talking about them grams and kilograms. You just told it on yourself, Rep. But shout out to everybody, man. But we gonna slide. Hey, I shouldn't have said that. I knew Sonya and Minden was gonna have something to say. But we're gonna slide down Dino's back. But we're gonna come back tomorrow. Let's think about the stuff that Chris Walker said today. And let's share it with other people. Share the show. And we will see y'all tomorrow. We're gonna slide down Dino's back and yabba dabba do this thing. And we out of here. See y'all later. Bye. Y'all know.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop.